Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay Gladfather from Geek Dad Life.
And I'm Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy.
Okay. I like this gravelly voice. It's got...
Jay, I took up smoking over the weekend, and I made up for a lot of lost time. I just smoked them all.
It's good. I like it. It's got a I don't know, a gravitas to it or something.
I never said I was a role model.
And we're here to dive into your favorite. Did I do the favorite toy lines 1 year at a time? I think I was just so enamored with your intro there, Dan. But we're here to dive into your favorite toy lines 1 year at a time, and we're kicking off a new toy line tonight with the Crash Test Dummies, Tyco's Crash Test Dummies 1991, and joining us, so close to being inducted into the 5-Timers Club, Mike Kaess. Mike, welcome back.
Hey, my name's Mike Kaess. I just wanted to fit in.
Dan, we gotta get you some throat coat. I got my throat coat.
I need to go re-record the opening for our live stream, for the Secret Galaxy live stream, so it sounds even less like me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dan, you talking too much at Zolocon this weekend?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, no, it was terrible. I mean, it was a great convention, fantastic convention. Really, my first time there. Happy to finally get to it. Saw a lot of toys, bought a lot of toys, hung out with a lot of cool people. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, just totally cooked voice.
Well, glad you're still here. But luckily, we got Mike in the house, who's very comfortable. I mean, you're second to Ryan Dole in terms of guest appearances on this show.
I mean, here's the thing: how many episodes has Ryan Dole hosted with you?
That's right. That's worth 2 or 3 at least, right there.
At the very least.
You're the only person who has filled in for Dan. That's special.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I'm so happy to be a backup Dan Larson. Like that's all.
Jay, I did want to let you know that some people at Zolocon were asking if this show was not being uploaded to all of the audio services.
Oh yeah. There's an issue with the not LinkedIn. Sorry, something else. Libsyn is what I was using, and it's being a pain in the neck. It will be connected to the audio again.
All
folks.
right, got a lot of people out there with long commutes.
Oh,
Tell them to choose a better podcasting platform to listen to. Like, it's not gonna cost money.
Open up the YouTube app and play it. Like, I don't know.
It's not gonna cost money. It's free.
But yes, I know we've got a few comments like that, and we'll the audio thing will get figured out. I just literally haven't had much time to think about it, but it'll get done, folks. Don't worry, there'll be audio again. But in the meantime, you can just open this up on the YouTube app and play it if you want to.
Or the YouTube, you can get YouTube Music, like YouTube Music. Just play it as a podcast on YouTube Music.
Yeah, exactly. What do you do, Mike? How do you listen or view? Or watch?
I watch it on YouTube, 100%. Yeah. Like every Tuesday, whenever it goes live, I'm like, sweet, that's my next couple hours. I'm good.
Just get
where I work from home.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun. I've been watching, or I guess stalking you on social media. You've been going through Andor, and it's just kind of been a fun. You're sharing your thoughts about the show and stuff like that. But I did I read this right? You like season 1 better than season 2? Was that the read that you posted?
Yeah.
So
I got a TV in the toy room. It's like right above my computer.
Sure.
Look up.
Oh, so
but,
okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I can just watch whatever I want. What do I want to watch? And I guess the answer was live action Star Wars TV shows. And I started with The Acolyte because that was like the first A.
You went alphabetical.
Well, it started alphabetical. Then I'm like, well, I could also just do chronological, which is conveniently how Disney actually organizes the live action. They have a whole chronological timeline. Like you can watch it. So I started going, like, watched Acolyte, I watched Obi-Wan, and then I went to Andor. And I watched both Andor seasons, and I don't want people to take away that I don't like season 2, because that's always whenever you hear. Yeah, whenever it's like, hey, I like apples. Like, what do you have against oranges? Like, I don't tell you. I
already made social media posts. Mike hates season 2. Like, I already locked into it.
Mike hates Andor season 2.com. Put that on a shirt. Yeah. But yeah, I think Andor season 1 was special because I think a lot of people went from, why do we even care about this as a show? Is a character from a Rogue One movie, which is a fine movie. I think there's a lot of revisionist history where people are like, oh no, Rogue One was always one of my favorites, but I don't remember it being as well received when it came out.
I feel like the bar was kind of low at the time, and we're like, this was fun. This was a perfectly good Star Wars movie.
I don't want to again.
And then the Vader hallway scene, we're like, oh my god, the Vader.
Sure. There were definitely parts. I think the last half hour of Rogue One is.
What I was going to say was that and Solo both really suffered from PR that said it had problems.
Yeah.
So a lot of people went into it and 100%. Said, well, obviously, look at all these problems.
Look at all these reshoots. Obvious reshoot. All the
trailer had scenes that weren't in the movie or whatever.
Yeah, like, where's that part with the TIE fighter? I think they said they actually shot that for the trailer. They didn't even intend to put it in. They just thought it was cool. But but anyway, back to Andor. So I'm watching. This has nothing to do with Crash Test Dummies either, but I like it. So I'm watching Andor, and I'm like, you know what? This is great. It's I didn't expect it to be so good. And the story is compelling, and each little 3-episode arc just keeps getting better and better and better. Like the first one's good. The second one, when they're doing the heist, is like, oh wow, that was a really cool.
Altani's so cool. Yeah, I love that trilogy.
Then the Narkina 5 prison break arc. Like he goes to prison and like he's stuck there. And how does he get out? Like it's like a whole
Andy Serkis performance. And the Andy Serkis performance makes me cry, just like bawling.
In that same episode, you get the Andy Serkis like the last episode of the Narkina 5. You get the Andy Serkis like one way out speech, and you get the Luthen Rail
by sacrifice,
the sacrifice, everything speech. Like two iconic back to back, back. Like it's so good. It's probably the best thing Star Wars has ever made. And then you get the little, the little end with the marching band of death. They just got these like space flutes, and then they have a riot.
But then you have what's his mother's name? Marva,
yeah.
And her just like, I would have gotten up every day and fought these, bastards or whatever. It's like, it's so
I would have woken up earlier and stuff. Yeah. It's so good. There's so many just banger after banger after banger moments. And then season 2 is also still good, but I feel like it's just coasting off of the highs of season 1, and then the last half of and the Gorman massacre, all that stuff, poignant, everything's great. But then like the last like 3 episodes is like, well, how do we wrap this into Rogue One?
Yeah,
and that's fine. I mean, obviously it has to, because Rogue One comes next. But it just, to me, stopped being Andor and started being a tie-in for Rogue One.
Yeah. Sure. But what I like is it had the impossible task of having to tie into Rogue One.
Sure,
but then I feel like it's satisfyingly wrapped up all of the things that were in Andor, and the Gorman massacre was just such a powerful thing.
I would watch the Narkina and the riot over anything from season 2 over again. It just to me, there's just so many good moments there. Like. It feels more hopeful as well.
That's fair. But I think maybe there's also just the connection, too, of just like there's something really moving about the protests that are going out there and around and stuff like that, where we have friends everywhere. It's just become a thing.
Absolutely. And that's great. Again, I'm not saying I don't like season 2.
I
really like season 2 as well. I just like season 1 better. I also... the time jumps in between the arcs to me really does kind of kill some momentum each time.
Sure.
Whereas Andor just kept rolling into like one thing after another on season 1. So I like that.
No,
but again, they're both good. They're both good.
I'm just trying to.
I don't even consider it like 2 things anymore. And it's always like when people be like, "Oh, what's your favorite movie of the original trilogy?" It's just like it's just one story. It doesn't break up to me. I don't like it's just a whole thing. So Andor, it's like, oh, you like Andor? I just assume you mean the entire thing, not one season or the other. It's just Andor. Yeah, I like Andor.
I will say it took me a lot longer to go through season 2 than it did season 1. I mean, there were other things that were involved in that, but like I blew through season 1, and it took me like a couple days to get through season 2.
Yeah.
No, I respect that. And, there's just something to, or even actually, no, I have a hot take.
Give it to me.
I've evolved as a Star Wars fan. Maybe
Okay.
for the worse or for the better. I don't know. People can decide. But I was flipping through the channels on TV. My youngest son, were sitting on the couch, and Return of the Jedi is on TV. I think it was like, I don't know, TNT or something. And then it like goes to commercial. I'm like, wait, why am I watching commercials? I'm just gonna go finish this on Disney Plus or whatever. And I have the despecialized, and honestly, if I watch it, I usually watch the despecialized edition. But the end where they add the no to the Darth Vader, I actually kind of got it this time. It didn't enrage me. Like Dan's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like it didn't.
First of all, he never yells no. I've never seen that happen. I've never heard it happen.
But it wasn't as over the top as I remembered it the first time that I saw it.
No, I get that.
Dan's like, you fool. That's terrible.
It's not even a conversation. I'm not going to waste the breath. I don't know how much more of this voice I've got. I'm not going to spend it on this.
You got to get through an hour talking about Crash Test Dummies. You got to save that voice.
All right. We're here to talk about Crash Test Dummies. All right.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact Dan Larson is the biggest Crash Test Dummies toy line fan.
The band? I thought we were talking about the band.
Right? That's but
okay.
It has always just been there.
But I assume like this is in that range of Dan Larson. He was too cool for toys. 1991.
I can tell you exactly what it is without even him saying it.
Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. What?
He never got into it, but he's had it in his collection through selling toys over the years and bought and sold things.
And also Appendix A. It was something that my brother wasn't into. So it was definitely a toy line that would have appealed to my younger brother's generation. He's 10 years younger than me, but he didn't get into it. So it didn't really come into the house at all. Okay. I was aware of it. I was up and down those toy aisles every opportunity I could. I watched it go to clearance. I watched it sit in clearance. I was fully aware of it. And then years later, going through flea markets and stuff and then buying collections and whatever. Yeah. And I still, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay. Mike, so, gave the list of all of the episodes that we got kind of planned for this year to, our different friends that have been on the show before. And this was one of the toy lines that you called dibs on. So is there a reason, or what was the reason? Why did you pick Crash Test Dummies?
Yeah. So, do you ever have one of those friends where they're like an only child, and when they like something, their parents just buy all of it for them?
Yeah, they're the worst. I hated those kids.
Yeah, 100%. Brad, if you're listening to this, we're still friends probably, but man, so
still working
this. So I had a baseball card collection growing up, and it was only because I got all of his doubles.
Wow.
Like I got all the ones that he didn't want, basically. Because I had my brother, and my parents weren't all that well off, and his parents were doctors and stuff, and he was an only child. So going to his birthday parties was like crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically that June of him opening up basically the entire collection of Crash Test Dummies. And while I personally never owned them, I could just play with any of his toys anytime I wanted because we were over there all the time because his dad and my dad were best friends.
Okay.
And we were just always there. So I played.
Was he cool? A lot you said they're still friends, so it wasn't like he was a spoiled brat.
I haven't talked to him in a long time, but no, he was absolutely cool.
Okay.
Last time I saw him, he was in town for the day Attack of the Clones came out in theaters, and we went to see it 3 times in a row. And he filmed on his brand new digital camera that took video and pictures. He filmed the Yoda flight scene, and then the theater manager stopped him on the way out and was like, we were told that you were filming. And he's I wasn't filming. I wasn't filming. And he showed him there's no pictures on here. I wasn't filming, but it was a video. But anyway,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So Brad and I, we had some good times, but yeah, we played with a lot of Crash Test Dummies that I think it was literally just that summer. And then I don't think I ever saw them ever again.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I love it. That's great. And what did something what about them appealed to you?
Well, first of all, they were on TV, right?
Of course.
You had Garfield voicing one of them.
Mhm.
And the only reason I know that is because I was literally just today. Dan was like, "You should watch some of the commercials. It's more research than any of us are going to do." I'm like, I might as well. I forgot about those commercials, so I watched some of the PSAs, and then I'm like, "Oh, that's definitely Garfield's voice."
Oh, for sure.
Lorenzo Music, but
Mhm.
yeah. So they were on TV, and like kids also have a penchant when they play with toys to sort of destroy them.
Yep.
Like one of our things that we like to do was take Hot Wheels and just crash them into each other as hard as they
Mhm.
can to actually break them. Like it
Yeah.
was cool when the bottom and top separated and a wheel flew off or something.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And this line was designed for that.
Yeah.
Like this line was designed to smash it, and it was cool having body parts fly around and having to put the car back together. And there's a baby. There's a baby that flew. Like, what other toy line as a baby decided to get into a car accident?
I have the dog here, that a cat and dog that get
Yes,
run
the cat
over
and dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. For me, I got these for my birthday that year. So I'm a March baby.
You were that kid. You were Brad.
I didn't get everything. Like I was a child of divorce, so my dad got me the education car, or the driving training car,
the car.
which is blue.
Yeah.
And then I think I had one or two figures, and then my mom and stepdad, they got me a couple of the figures. Well, I had Vince and Larry, and they got me the red car.
Yeah.
But same thing. For me, I wanted them because I saw those ads, right? And those ads were just
so weird.
They worked
because those kids that can't drive, but I definitely put on my seatbelt.
Same. Like I was a strict, like, put the seatbelt on kid because of those commercials. It was one of those things that actually worked the way it was supposed to.
I had no idea that was so like all those commercials and PSAs were there because it was controversial. Like people are like, I'm not putting on a seatbelt. Like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you putting on a seatbelt?
Have you seen that? It's like
Dan's one of those people. I know him. He never wore a seatbelt one time driving me around New Hampshire. He was like, nah.
I used to have a car. One of my first car was a 72 Volkswagen Beetle. It had seatbelts. My second car had auto seatbelts. So
my mom had a Mazda with auto seatbelts. Yeah.
Third car, auto seatbelts. I've been forced to be a very responsible driver.
Unconsensual seatbelting.
That's right.
Well, I didn't realize it was a controversial thing, but then there's like news video clips when they made it illegal, and they're like interviewing people, and there's like, man, you were not even going to be a free country anymore. Got to put on a seatbelt. And then I was like, first I couldn't drink and drive, now I can't use the seatbelt. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
my baby can't smoke anymore. What kind of a country is this?
And then I realized, man, I guess we've never evolved or changed.
No, 100%. Crap. No.
But yeah, so no, I love those commercials, and so when I saw they were making toys of those characters, I was like, hell yeah! But then the fact that they were, you press the buttons and they blow up, and the cars would scrunch up, and there would be an airbag that would pop out. I was like, this is my toy. I love this so much. It's so much fun. And so yeah, I loved these toys. Unfortunately, by design, like I lost a lot of the pieces pretty quickly because they fall apart. So it was just kind of tragically, I just had bits and pieces, and but the toy line kind of hung around a little while. This will be at least like 2 episodes, but so there was like other versions and stuff like that, and we'll get into it. But I just always loved the concept. I always loved the toys. They even came back with like a re-envisioned version of the toys in the early 2000s. Basically kind of the same premise. But it's a really fun toy line, to your point of just like Dan's talked about how he would just destroy his GI Joes or whatever.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's fun to destroy the toys. But these were designed to do that and let you do it again and again and again and again. So that's what was.
I will say, in all the time I've been involved as a voice, ironically, of this community, I've not had one request for someone who has said they really need to bring back crash test dummies. It's never happened.
and it's never gonna happen.
No.
But it's wild because I feel like my kids see this. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool toy. Like as a toy idea, it's a really good toy idea.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. The play mechanic is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just but here's the thing. Dude, the whole idea of crash test dummies just isn't the same as it was when we were growing up. Like I feel like commercials would always show, like even car commercials, like it's so safe, and they'd show the slow-mo of the crash test dummy. It's not a part of like our, I don't know, cultural vernacular.
Well, no, and the PSAs aren't running anymore.
That's true. Yeah.
They'd have to up their game on PSAs. They have to do like those ones they use in Mythbusters where it's like a gelatin man and it's got like guts and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Where like that's what people want now. They're like, oh, it's just a dummy, who cares? But if you show its head exploding or something, like that's what people want now.
Just a Zach D Films YouTube short.
That's all you need. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump into the toy line itself. And I've got Allison's research here. I'll just kind of quickly go over something. First of all, the Vince and Larry thing. So the original waves or whatever was the Crash Dummies, Vince and Larry. So it was the actual people from the commercials, and they were kind of the stars of the show. And kind of very early on in it, the Department of Transportation, which owns the rights to those characters, kind of got spooked out of, that's not really the intent of the characters. They're supposed to like get kids to buckle their seatbelts, not crash and like intentionally destroy them over and over again. So the Department of Transportation, what's that?
You can do two things.
I agree. You made a great, iconic character. I still buckle my seatbelt. So they got scared. Tyco made the toy line, but the Department of Transportation pulled out, and so eventually it was just changed to, I believe, the Incredible Crash Dummies, and they changed out. They took out Vince and Larry from it, and so those are kind of the more scarce and hard to find ones, kind of. But they're still out there. But I think for me, it's like those are the iconic characters that you definitely want, because the ones they replace them with, we'll get into. I think they might be here in this year, but they're just not as cool. But yeah, did well. I think originally the card backs were white, which was boring. So Tyco shifted to the more orange packaging. It says here that move cost Tyco $100,000 and delayed production for 4 weeks. Presented at Toy Fair in 1991. Yeah, did well enough to have a few years of action figures. So that's a little history of the toys. You ready to jump in?
Without an animated series or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, yes,
I
public awareness.
Assumed there was an animated series that went with it when the figures came out.
Yeah. Yep. All right, start with Vince. And again, let's talk about this packaging. Glad they changed it up, but it's such good packaging. Like, this catches your eye.
It really is. It really is iconic. I mean, that black and yellow checkerboard really jumps off the pegs. And I mean, the main reason I was aware of it was not because of commercials or anything. It was because I was up and down the toy aisle all the time. And that is, just highly distinguishable from whatever else was on the shelves at the same time.
So good. Explodes on impact. Like, it just sets everything up so well. Mike, so you said, did you have any of these though, or was just playing with your friend?
Personally own any of them, but I literally played with all of them, so I would consider myself somewhat of an expert on this.
Killer. And here's the back of the card. So we got Vince, Larry, Daryl, Spare Tires, Skid the Kid, Little Baby, and the hubcap bumper. And let me, I do have the Vince right here, but I love
that they have a file card, like a G.I. Joe informational file card on the back there.
So the whole, let's see if we can get it to focus here. The whole spiel, or the gimmick, gimmick. This damn thing would focus. There we go.
There it is.
So it has these two little buttons here, and so presumably either you throw it against the wall or it crashes in the cars or whatever that you could buy. So when, I don't want these things to fly everywhere, but when you press it, both of them, everything just pops off, and then you're just left with the little torso, and then
Just like all my GI Joes growing up.
exactly.
This
So you
one
got
was
the
easy to put
heads,
back together.
the arms, and I lose the other. There's the other arm. So so you got all these pieces. And then what's neat is they still kind of keep the articulation. You can even kind of pull apart extra pieces from them.
Put
The
them back
legs.
together wrong though. It's the fun part.
Exactly. You can kind of swap out the pieces, which is a ton of fun.
Put his arms on his legs. Put his legs back on his arms.
Exactly.
Like
and it lets you do. I used to do that all the time. Put the legs in the arm spot. It was just such a fun action figure. And you know, if you think about, and then they kind of all pop right back in. But if you think about like the articulation that you had at the time, like this was really cool. And there you go. It's all back together again. And such a fun figure.
How does it stand after this amount of time?
Great. So,
okay.
Let me try. I'll try to recreate. Here's the iPhone. Let's see. Hold on. There we go.
There he goes.
Not bad.
Pretty damn good.
Do his knees bend both ways?
Yeah. So it goes forward.
I mean, he is a crash test dummy.
Sure. Yeah.
They got ragdoll physics in their toys. That was advanced.
That's what's so fucking. Then you'd have like these crashes and then like you know, fall apart and stuff like that.
Make his legs look like that boy from Arrival where they go backwards and he runs off in the distance.
Scary. But yeah, so that's Vince. Was Vince the Lorenzo Music Peter Venkman one, or is
I think so. I think Vince was Lorenzo Music and Larry was a different guy that I could not tell you who.
Well, Larry, he's so Vince is gray. Larry is this beautiful powder blue, and so 90s. But they're essentially just like the same design and everything.
That's why you like them. They look like they're wearing Ghostbusters. Suits.
Yeah. It all comes back to Ghostbusters.
It's Egon Spengler.
It's Lorenzo Music, so it's basically Vince.
Exactly. Yeah. Shared universe.
I'm an easy mark, folks. Just but thoughts on them having to drop these two characters from the toy line?
Really, really unfortunate. I mean, they were I hate to say it, faces of the line.
Yeah.
But they were. I mean, that's who the PSAs had starred the entire time. You know, was this duo. And it's weird to try to take it in a direction because that's really what people associated it with. And it was weird to try to take it. I'm saying it as if it mattered to me ever. It's weird to take it in a direction that no longer includes the two characters that you most associate with the thing.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird is like I got these two as a kid. And I didn't know they had to drop these. I just thought, oh, they're introducing more characters.
Yeah, wave 1, wave 2, right. Yeah.
Yep.
Snake Eyes isn't in every wave until now.
Yep.
And it wasn't until I started buying these again in the 2000s. And so these are the ones that I bought. I bought mint on card and opened them in 2005 or 6 or something like that. That I was like, on the back, I was like, some of them say, you know, the Vince and Larry, you know, Crash Dummies. And other ones said the Incredible Crash. I was like, wait, why did they drop the Vince and Larry? And then that's when I had like, oh wow, the Department of Transportation had to like,
controversy.
Yeah, exactly. But as a kid, I had no knowledge of.
And why would you? Yeah,
exactly. So your friend, did he have Vince and Larry? He didn't have the Vince and Larry.
No. He had Vince and Larry, absolutely. So much so that honestly, because I didn't read the notes, this is the first I'm hearing of Vince and Larry not being in the line anymore. I had no idea they weren't even in there for a while. I'm learning something new right now.
But it is kind of wild if you think about it.
Like they didn't come to his house and take him away. You know, they were like, you can't have these anymore. We don't approve of these. And then they took them.
But it's kind of wild. Yeah. Like think of any other toy line where it's like, okay, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, you're gone. We're pulling you from the line. You gotta go with fake Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. But yeah, I think
Leonardo is a little too violent with his swords, so Leonardo's gone.
Hey, look, I think we all got shortchanged on a full, world of crash test characters. They could have gone Cobra Law, just like G.I. Joe did. You had blow apart Serpentor and blow apart Royal Guards, and just every single entity in this world could have been some sort of blow apart character that, you know, by the end of the story, just everybody's just a pile of body parts everywhere.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what they took from us.
It's true. It's true.
But I will argue, because I don't know if we're getting into it this one. It's probably next one, but they gave us bad guys.
They did eventually have bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, where were those in the commercials?
Well, I think that's what was like. Okay, this isn't based on the commercials.
No, they're making their own lore.
Yeah, they had to then make their own lore, which shifted it, because all of these toys is just like, okay, how do we recreate the commercials and then just let the kids act out crashing these vehicles?
That was it. That was the whole story. That was the lore.
That was the whole thing.
2 gay dads in their car with their kid getting into car accidents. With their dog and their cat.
Which that you run over with the cars. The next human is called Daryl, but famously, or maybe I didn't know this as a kid, but apparently Daryl was originally a female crash test dummy. Dan, it seems like you know about this.
Oh no, I read the same research you read.
Oh, okay.
No. I was more going to say that, you know, the idea of it, you know, not testing well with kids. I believe that's credible. I believe that statement, in that, you know, I could see kids having no problem, because, you know, they're sort of seeing themselves as impacted, affected, whatever. They are the male characters, but the lady is mom, and you can't hurt mom. You know, that's
baby's okay. Cat and dog, fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If they had like a little kid brother, kid sister, whatever, they want to throw them out in traffic. You know, that is their impulse. Everybody else is fair game, but mom is sacred. You can't do anything about mom.
That's true. That's very.
But it would make sense that, you know, from Tyco's point of view, you just put the whole family out there. There is a baby, there is a cat, there's a dog. There's, you know, like, it's weird that there isn't a quote unquote mom.
Yeah.
Very progressive.
Well, that's why they have 2 gay dads now.
Yeah, exactly. Very progressive. I appreciate it.
It's fine. Yeah.
But so they kind of gender swapped it. There was a rooted ponytail, I believe, that was supposed to be a part of this figure. But you can kind of see the remnants. Like, there's only one button, and I guess she'd have her breasts there.
Lady parts. Your lady parts there.
But
they just advanced into crash test dummy technology, but they only do 1 button now instead of 2.
But just to show, like, even for these first wave figures, eventually get swapped out for the Incredible, not Vince and Larry, even though it's very clearly Vince and Larry on the sticker. But yeah, so you have Daryl. Again, I have all of the first series figures, but they're all kind of displayed nicely. I didn't want to mess with them. But yeah, any other thoughts on Daryl before we move on? Looks good.
Not really. I mean, it's more of the same. The story is of why there's only 1 button, and the sort of move on from having a female character all is interesting, but when it comes right down to it, this line was quote unquote controversial for different reasons.
Yeah. Let's go to spare tire. Oh, why is it not loading? Oh, that's lame. Well, anyways, we'll go to the spare tire. There we go. So we got spare tire. What's that?
You had to have a fat one. You can't not have a fat guy.
Well, I mean, it's true to life. They have, if you see some of these actual, you know, crash test demonstration things, they do account for different body types, for different weights, for different heights, adults, kids, you know, like, of course you're gonna have different body types. Again, this is a very progressive line.
It's true. We're just now finding out exactly how progressive this is.
But what I liked about spare tire is he had the kind of Kenner real Ghostbusters fright features action. So he had a little lever in his back, and then when you'd press on it, and his eyes would pop out, and his little, you know, ears would pop out, which
looks like Shrek right there.
It does.
He's got layers.
Very much like Shrek. I had, and I do have one as well. I have another spare tire. But I always found his exploding mechanisms didn't work as well. He didn't blow up as well as the most of the other characters in the toy line. Do you remember playing with this one, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I liked him because his eyes and ears popped out. Like the other ones didn't. Their heads just popped off, and he actually had it was funny. Like when you're like 9 years old, I think
Yeah.
I was when this line came out. Like it was exactly.
Yeah, no, it's nice that you can see the fear in his eyes before he
Exactly.
hits the wall and his arms blow off.
I feel like this line could have easily been sex doll dummies if they wanted to, though.
He is in a permanent scream, right? Like his eyes and his ears go back in, but his mouth does not close.
His mouth does not close.
No, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
He has a mouth and yet he cannot scream.
No.
Oh man. All right. And then let's go to Skid the Kid. You gotta have
What a name.
a little baby that comes with a car seat and a stroller. So it's basically encouraging you to not only have safety, have a car seat, but also hit the baby with a car while it's in a stroller.
Right? Like that's the idea, is that you're running this baby over. I have to say, like, I don't know. I knew about the line when it came out, but I don't know that I knew about the baby, the cat, and the dog until I was a dealer. And seeing that is legitimately shocking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know what the play principle is. You know that the idea here is to have accidents, have car accidents. And the fact that the baby doesn't get hurt and that the dog and the cat don't actually get squished doesn't matter. Like the idea is you repair them so you can do it again.
Just remember, if you want to be truly responsible with this, you do have to buy a new one after every car accident. Like that's
true.
That car seat's no longer good. You have to get a new car seat after every accident.
And they actually, this is another thing I learned after having kids. Like there's like an expiration date on car seats. Like
car seats.
So weird. A freshness seal.
Yeah. And then you can, at most Targets and stuff, you can take and return them to get a discount on the new one. And now kids have to be in car seats till they're like 8 years old or like 100 pounds.
Like my younger brother. Yeah, my younger brother was born in 85, and I swear to God, his car seat was just like a bucket with like a strap on it. Like
it's like one of those like McDonald's ones where it's just like a boot, one of those booth things that you sit in.
Yeah.
It was there's like the booster seat had like a little
booster seat
arm thing that kind of went across your lap. And that was it. And then
mine was lined with barbed wire, basically. It had ashtrays in it. 80s were wild, man.
But the exploding feature here is like you have the seatbelt that buckles in. It has this big button. And so when you click on that, that pops open and the kid flies out of the car seat.
It's cool that the car seat can go in the car, though. Like it can fit in the car. Yeah, I always like that because like it's like you're getting a different accessory for your car, but you had to buy something else to do it. It was DLC before DLC.
But also, is again of a different era, you could have the car seat in the front seat, which is a big no now. You can have car seats in the front seat, or your kid ever in the front seat ever.
It'll basically die as soon as you put it in the front seat. Don't you know that?
Yes, exactly. Which again, I understand now. There's all these airbags, and they could like blow a kid's head off and stuff like that. So I get why it's not that anymore. I'm not an old man. But yeah, wild that this was a toy, right?
Shocking, absolutely shocking. And I can't blame like any kind of parents groups or anything, or any reasonable adult who would have seen this and been like, I'm not entirely comfortable with this. And if that line was only, I'm not going to buy it for my kid, I get that.
Sure.
But if that line was like, I think we need to take some kind of an action here, something is not right at corporate, I get that too. Like today, I feel like this would be sold to an adult audience almost, like adult collectors as like a gag joke kind of thing.
The fact that it's a baby is sucking its thumb.
Jesus.
Skid the Kid. We love you.
Yeah, what a name.
I don't think I have a Skid the Kid. So yeah.
Amateur.
Well, it's because I also am taking a stand and saying, you know what?
Fair. Yeah,
this is not cool.
This is too far.
As I said, he's a reasonable, responsible parent.
I don't condone the brutality against small plastic fake children.
Yeah, exactly.
I did have the hubcap and bumper. Let's see if this opened. No, the Rogue Toys isn't working, but we can use the eBay one here. I don't have the cat. I do have the dog. But yeah, so the whole premise of this 2-pack is that they both basically turn into roadkill, where you can run them over.
Well, and like, yeah, like how does that play into the idea of like traffic safety and automobile safety and that sort of
Nothing.
thing? Like the crash test dummies are there as a means to show that the car is safe. Are people getting hurt? Is this going to damage your body? This is just like you should just run over cats and dogs. Like your tires are fine.
You get extra points.
Exactly.
So yeah, I have the dog here, and it works. Like, so you hit it, and then it flattens out, and then you just got this.
Can you just do the back leg, right? You can just do the back leg and make it like
yeah, you can just like have one of the legs rip off, and then, or yeah,
there
but
you
he's
go.
like
He's
lifting
peeing
his
on
leg,
it.
Yeah, yeah,
and
exactly.
There
There
you
you go.
Yeah.
and then run it over. And yeah, it's just a fun.
Could you imagine getting this and like a week later a car running over your dog and now you have like a
Jesus
toy forever
Christ.
and
Or if it
life?
had already happened.
Or
Oh,
it just
yeah.
happened like,
Like,
hey, sorry your dog died. Here's a toy.
yeah.
And
This
I
one
remember,
can't
Toy 'cause
die.
your dog died. Yeah.
I remember watching Frankenweenie as a kid, and just being like, "Oh man, it's so cool! He brought his dog back. That's so nice." And then I was like, "Oh wait, no, it's not nice." All right, so those are all of the main figures. Now we got to go to the vehicles. I have the main car, the crash car, here with me. I actually have a few others, but I brought one to kind of show off the main thing. So the first thing that I loved about this car is that it was very obviously, at least to me, modeled after a Ford Escort, or at least that late 80s, early 90s Ford Escort, because that's the car my parents had, or my dad had. He had a Ford Escort. So I was like, yeah, this is a cool car. It's like I'm crashing my own car.
These are my parents in the seat.
Yeah, mom and dad, take that.
Take that, little sister.
So the all the cars came with a exclusive figure. So this one came with Dash, who's this yellow guy. He's got like this target on his
Yeah,
head.
he's from Target. Yeah, Target exclusive.
Target exclusive Dash. That's right.
But yeah, and I've got Spin. So Spin is one of the replacements for Vince and Larry. So there's like a purple one and then a white one. So that's the replacements for Vince and Larry, which I like purple. So I do like him. I don't know the other one, but he's just white and he's kind of boring. But anyway, oh, I lost his head. This is where it is tough to keep, or it's very easy to lose pieces for these.
I don't recall. Are there like, is there a spring mechanism in there in the figures?
Yes.
In the figures themselves.
Oh, yes, there's springs in the middle of here. So
right, because they don't just, the limbs don't just fall off.
No, they explode.
They like fire off.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty simple spring mechanism. You can kind of see it's like two wires.
Yeah.
And then the head, there's like a little notch here. I don't know if I can,
rocket firing head.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of locks into there.
No, they couldn't make Boba Fett fire a rocket, but this guy can shoot his head
every
off
single
really
limb.
good.
Yeah.
You could easily choke on this
easily
choke on this. But yeah, so then the car itself had a bunch of different things that kind of blew up. It had seatbelts, which were important.
I never put mine in seatbelts.
You didn't? I put the seatbelt.
What's the point? They're just gonna explode.
So the front of it crunches, and then these wheels explode out. So I'm gonna try to recreate that, and then the airbag. I don't know if this airbag will still work on this one, but this wheel thing will pop off, and there's like a little spongy airbag, and then the seat explodes forward, so it pushes forward, so it activates the crash. But let's see if I can recreate it here. Oh God.
So what I want you to do now, Jay, now that all cool iPhones have super high you
gotta go in slow mo for sure.
You gotta film this in slow motion, just like the original ads.
So I guess the driver's seat doesn't pop. Okay, so it's just the passenger seat. So you see it pushed it forward.
Yeah. His head knocked the windshield out. Right?
His head knocked the windshield out. And then the tires explode off.
Just like it does in any real car accident.
Look at those crumple zones.
Right? Oh man.
But again, like
Saturn.
It's so much fun. And then this, I believe, can pop out if you really ram it. The whole roof pops off. Can like explode.
Oh, okay.
That's just a convertible feature.
Yeah.
And then it's really you have to really slam it, but then this popping off, and then I don't think I had it loaded. Maybe that's why. Let me try it again now.
Well, you don't want to sit there with the springs on tension.
Well, exactly. That's why I think I did. But let's see.
Yeah.
There you go. And then the little airbag pops out. It's got a little.
Yeah. Hey, look, it was just a matter of timing for me on this line. When Hot Wheels introduced the crack ups line,
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I was all over those. The idea of being able to crash and repair that car repeatedly, so cool. Such a cool play feature.
And the same was true for this one. The only thing I would say was kind of frustrating about it was how easily and how quickly my car just became this, because I lost everything else. And so then I just had to imagine what all the other pieces.
Well, and I do wonder, and I'm sure all of this stuff was play tested and focus test, all that stuff, but I do wonder how fast it went from broken in the spots where it was supposed to break versus just straight up broken.
You know what's funny is I find these from time to time, and I feel like I more often than not find them just missing all the pieces, but the function still working.
Like the back end isn't all cracked up or anything.
Because you're not really slamming. There's no play feature into the back end.
Come on, kids are gonna smash it.
Well, I guess so. But I always find them just missing all of the pieces, and finding a complete one is the tough action here.
I guess they weren't ready for having 2 gay dads and having a play feature in the back end.
Thank you for waiting your turn, Mike.
Gotta locked and loaded, man.
Oh god. But what's cool too is like even if you lost the wheels, it has this little nub here, so it kind of keeps it upright.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's the whole like a fun car, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, when that is right out of the box, are all those decals on it?
No. So
okay, so could you make a clean car?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Now again,
with no doors.
With no doors,
sure. Away. But yeah, you could pretty much just have like a straight up car. I will say it's whatever stickers they use, like they all kind of get peely,
of course,
over time. But other than that, like it holds up well, and then all the features still have held up pretty well. Like you just saw it there, like everything basically still worked, even though this is now 30 something years old.
So if you smash that right now, do you think the windshield would pop out? Like if you just not
okay, let's see.
Would it just crash the front and pop the tires?
Probably. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of need
somebody's head to go through the window.
Yeah. Which is perfect.
Was this kid who smashed his head through the windshield.
Couldn't go to school.
Yeah.
But again, cars back together, slam it again. Like it's a good toy. I love
it's like it's part mask, it's part transformer.
It really
is, it's like a little bit of everything. Like it was a lot of fun. I love it.
And it would have been a dramatic narrative point, of my play pattern, of sitting there playing with the toys. You would have had this really big build up to the crashing of the car, and then it would have crashed. And I would have had other figures in there, not necessarily the crash test dummies. Because what scale are they? What are they? 5 inches?
Yeah, thereabouts. I'm trying to have a. Oh, I got Peter Pan still here.
There you
go. Very good.
So, like, how many accidents would Matt Tracker be in? Basically?
Well, so Matt Tracker's too small. G.I. Joe would probably be too small. Okay, so Ghostbusters scale.
So I definitely kind of Kenner. Not the 3POA, but or 3POA, sorry, the 5POA Kenner size.
You're talking about Battle Beast,
yes. And then but more of that kind of late 80s style Kenner size, I would say. But yeah. Let's see. Just the other cars, at least this out of the first one, was the student driving car. So again, fun. The student drivers get to crash as well. It's essentially the same car, slightly different decal sheet, and it has this little sign that says student dummy. And then Axel, who is, I guess, your student driver, he has glasses and he's green. And
I love the label that says buckle up for safety. That's like the 8 minutes straight of gambling ads that all say, if you have a gambling problem, call this number. Like, that's what that is. That's the little label that says Surgeon General warning, says you probably shouldn't be smoking these, on a carton of 12.
Here's my question though. Was the DOT wrong to back out? Because like kids will now know, okay, if you don't buckle in, I'm practicing, I'm playing it right now. I'll know that I'll fly through the windshield if I don't.
Here's the one play feature that they got wrong.
What?
The seatbelts should have saved the crash test dummies from getting hurt. But that guy's head can still go through the windshield with his seatbelt on. Yeah. So you've broken the public address, the PA lesson.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm the Department of Transportation,
seatbelts are pointless. You want? Yeah.
They should have taken the engineering like another step further. Like if the seatbelt is buckled in, it doesn't do the smash the seats forward.
Exactly.
The windshield or something.
Yeah.
That's all Tyco. That's all you needed to do. You would have been fine. You could have kept Vince and Larry.
Still be in business.
Yeah.
You'd be on the 40th anniversary editions. The masterpiece.
Go back to Dino Riders.
Masterpiece crash test dummies.
There you go.
And then let's see the crash chopper, crash cycle. Let's see if we got pictures of it here. So again, same principle. You just have a motorcycle and a sidecar. The sidecar splits in half. The crash cycle, when this is hit, there's the seat basically propels the figure forward. It like flies off of the motorcycle. Mm-hmm. It's a fun toy.
Can't put seatbelts on a motorcycle.
You cannot. That's why, again, just don't ride motorcycles.
It's unsafe in principle.
Did they come with helmets? Did the motorcycle? It did come with helmets. Okay.
Yes, it did come with helmets.
Don't need it in New Hampshire.
No,
you don't have to wear a helmet. You do not have to wear a helmet in New Hampshire.
Damn. Okay.
Live free and die.
Both. It's there on the license plate.
Do two things.
So you got the chopper, and then you had a couple play sets. So
the crash chopper is not a helicopter.
Well, there's this one. No, it was
a different deco. Yeah,
there was a
cooler motorcycle.
Way cooler motorcycle. Where is it at? There you go.
Yeah. Nice. Black and gold with flames, skull.
Pretty nice. I didn't have this one. I had the more branded
conservative.
The more kind of like in line with
you're like, I'm on my motorcycle. The other one's like, yeah, hardcore. I'm on my motorcycle, riding my hog.
And then let's see. Top 10 Incredible Crash Dummy toys. Oh, look at this. We got the stuffed animal.
Plush, yeah.
Plushy.
I think did it have Velcro? And
it did.
Velcro, yeah. It had Velcro, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we got the these are some of the later ones. We'll get to those later. The Protect suits. But there we go. The play set. All right, Crash Test Center. So I did not have this as a kid. It was on the back of the card. I do have it now. There was one in box that I got at the toy shop across the street from me. And it's a ton of fun.
They just bank on you living across the street from them?
For a time. Now I'm like, I pretty much got everything I ever wanted. But there was a time when the owner of the shop would just text me like, hey, Jay, we got this. And I'm like, I'll be right there.
You're right over.
And buy everything. And this was a similar situation. Another of the employees like, hey, Jay, you like Crash Test Dummies, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, look what I got. And I'm like, say less.
This new single on cassette.
So yeah, it was kind of a cool test center. Honestly, a wall is a lot more fun than some of this stuff because it doesn't really have the rigidity to like smash the cars the way you'd want to. But it has some fun features. Like there's a slingshot thing where you can basically and I think it's based off of like a real crash test thing where they'll test the seats and stuff like that. So basically you can make like a dash of a car or the front of a car, and then it's basically like this little launcher mechanism where you shoot the crash test dummy into that. So kind of a fun little feature. But I don't know, it's not that necessary. What do you guys think?
Or you could use it to fire it at your little brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Not that I ever did that. Not that I ever do that.
The PSAs had a sort of dark sense of humor to them.
Yes.
The whole idea was like, don't be a dummy.
Yes.
Don't be like us. You don't want to be in the position we're in. And I get it. This sort of turns that message around and is like, look how much fun it is to like fire these guys at the wall.
Fun.
It's a blast.
Never buckle up. You can't die.
But it's there. Don't be a dummy. Buckle your safety belt. They kind of
1-800 Surgeon General.
And then I think this thing might still have there. No, that's Larry. There was one. Maybe it's not here. There's like a little. Not that. What's this one? The Rogue Toys links are not working. There's a Crash and Bash chair. Let me see if I can find it on eBay. Crash and Bash chair. I have one of these sealed. I've never opened it. It's one of those things like that you were talking about, Dan, where it was clearance everywhere, so you can still find them sealed pretty easy. But the whole premise of it is it's like you strap down the the dummy, and then you can like pull apart his legs and arms.
Yeah, it's a rack, right?
Yeah, and then like a torture.
Now with medieval torture.
Yeah, exactly. And then they had this steering wheel that you would smash down that would smash the two buttons, and all the limbs and stuff would explode out.
Yeah. It really feels like they lost the plot. Like, wherever the PSA message was, they're trying to get out about safety and being careful. This was just like, sadism. This was like dig into the violence.
Because you can see these little clip-ons here. So you clip the arms and the legs into it and basically pull them apart.
Literally, torture it.
This is literally because they made the bad guys. This is literally them like trying to like torture them for information. Like, where are the rebels?
Yes, exactly. Well, no, the Star Wars has that one droid getting pulled apart.
Yeah.
They didn't even ask me any questions.
I had my kid. We watched that. There's like, what did he do to him? I was like, I don't know. It was like this lasery thing that he pressed his chest into. Like, I don't know what it actually did.
All you know is it hurt, and you don't want it to happen to you.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. There you have it. There is the first year.
I believe it was a hot hand press, is what it was.
Oh, okay.
Just a bunch of curling irons that are left on.
Those hurt, man. Those are rough.
I wouldn't know.
All right. There you go. There's Crash Test Dummies. Final thoughts on this fun, weird, good toys, but confusing messaging toy line. Mike, what's your thoughts revisiting it after all these years?
Sure. I honestly, when you sent me that, I hadn't thought about Crash Test Dummies outside of the 90s band for a long time. And I only think about that band because I like the Weird Al song. So once that flooded back in and you unlocked those hidden memories where I'm like, oh yeah, I've played with all of these. Like I can remember times playing with them and never once thinking I really should buckle up. I really should buckle up. Like, yeah, you're right. But also, like, I don't think I was the intended audience for that message because, of course, I'm buckling up.
Sure.
Like, that's something that you did. I never even knew that was something you didn't
optional.
do. I don't remember that law passing as far back as I can remember. You get in a car, you buckle up. So, like, I didn't know why that needed to be a message. I just like exploding toys.
And
that's all it is to me.
No, I 100% agree. I just remember one time I was driving. My dad didn't buckle his seatbelt. I was like, Dad, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You're gonna die.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Haven't you seen those dummies, Dad?
I was like, but there is this element of like, I feel like we're not as severe about it because I feel like I had to be more, I cared more than my kids about the buckling the seatbelts, where I'll just be like, like we're starting to pull out, like, wait, why don't you have your seatbelt on? Get your seatbelt on. What are you doing?
They need to run those ads more. They need to run those ads again.
Exactly. I feel like there's this, the kids.
We're falling apart as a society.
It's one of the many indicators that we're screwed. Is that like my kids don't have like that fear of death the way we had growing up, and it's like
I buckle up and I don't drink and drive, all because of those stupid commercials. Okay,
it worked. It worked.
I also gamble while I'm driving.
I do, yeah, for sure. I also don't smoke because of that lady with like, hey,
oh my
god.
But
Dan's gonna get one of those next.
Well, there needs to be that level. Well, because nobody watches commercials anymore because it's
That's
all
true.
like streaming and stuff,
And the last time I did watch commercials was the Super Bowl, and literally every one of those commercials sucked.
It was bad.
They were terrible commercials.
It was a bad year.
They were slop.
I remember back when commercials were great,
right? Yes. The Budweiser frogs, like that was huge.
So I mean, I'm not even talking. Listen, I'm not even talking about like Super Bowl commercials. Like I quote commercials from the 80s and 90s all the time without even thinking about. Like I learned it from watching you. Okay, like there's just so many of those commercials that are like 6 feet of bubblegum for you, not them.
Yeah.
Like
R2D2, you're on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's so weird how, because we had to watch the commercials back then.
Yes.
They had to make them interesting. And now for streaming services, if there's an option for ad free, you better believe I'm paying that.
Yeah.
I will pay it.
That is one thing the movie Demolition Man was spot on about, was the idea of the radio station that just played jingles.
Yeah.
Like literally before I jumped on to record this with you guys, we were eating dinner, watching an 80s commercials compilation.
Yeah. Just watching 80s commercials. I mean,
I do it too.
We did that for a couple of your live streams one time. And now we have so many jokes. Like,
Gene is named after Gene.
Yeah, right.
Because I had it, I do it with my kids because it was like, no, the commercial, because I think I was trying to explain to them Hamburger Helper, and I was like, well, Hamburger's like this glove, and he was like, he would talk to you and stuff. Like, what? Is like I'll say these things to them.
You sound like a crazy person.
Like amazing.
Back in my day,
avoid the Noid, kids. Avoid the Noid.
It's like, what is that? I think the Noid too, because I think they saw. We were at the video game show, and there's like a video game of the noise. Like, what's that? I was like, it was a commercial. Like, a commercial had a Nintendo game.
Domino's commercial.
Yeah, you had to.
He fought the California Raisins.
See, the California Raisins.
It was literally just a 7-Up commercial, but a video game.
I had that where like I heard of the Grapevine came on, Marvin Gaye song, great song, came on the radio. It's like, oh my, when I was a kid, this was like my favorite song. I was like, oh, why was your favorite song? Well, there was this commercial,
the California Raisins
with raisins, and they would dance like this in the commercial to that song, and they're just again it's from a kid's perspective.
One time they sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fitting for this toy line to be so connected to the ads, and kids today just they're not afraid of dying by not buckling up. So I just have to give them the fear.
Yeah, Jay, you need to take them out and give them a reason to be scared. You need to you need some scripted danger on your car trip this weekend.
Did your school or high school ever do that where they like mock like a drunken drive crash or something like that?
No.
Yeah, it was like what do they call it? It was like Day of Silence or something like that.
Yeah.
Where like some of the kids that were dead, they got chosen and they couldn't say anything, like not in class.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because it was like a get together on the football field for it, an assembly, and they played the Goo Goo Dolls Iris song over and over and over. Like seriously, for like a half hour straight, I just heard like the Goo Goo Dolls Iris, like,
and I don't want to me.
Yeah, just like that.
Sounds like this is a West Coast thing.
I mean, it probably was,
because my high school, and most West Coast schools are like out, very outdoors. Like there's quads and everything's very open.
Yeah, we didn't have a building. We had they tore that school down, and now there's a building. But back when I went there, San Marcos High School was like just a bunch of portables and buildings. Yeah, very outdoors. And I remember they did a thing, same thing, like people were chosen to die in the car crash. And then I remember, and they had a car, like a crashed car. Yes, a crashed car,
And I think the window was blown out, and then they pretend to be like dead and like splayed out
Jesus Christ.
on the car.
No, they really wanted you to like take this in. And like, oh, your friends could be dead, and like your daughter could be dead. Like, all
I mean, we had a similar thing that was for snowmobile safety, but
yeah, we didn't have that in California, so it makes sense.
Lots of we had don't walk on thin ice day, and you know.
We had rip current training. We
exactly.
Worry about rip currents. Rip tides.
Careful about bears when you're in the woods.
I remember the rip current. It was in kindergarten the first time I did rip current training. I just remember it was to me like the same as quicksand. Like quicksand was something I had to worry about, and like rip currents, like it was those two.
Hey, didn't a rip current kill Malcolm Jamal Warner? I mean,
no, it's a legit thing. Like,
it's
not
legit
like
thing. So like quicksand is not a legit thing.
No,
but riptides are legit.
Yes.
If anyone's listening to this, I'll save your life right now. If you get caught out in a riptide, you swim sideways toward.
Yes.
Don't swim against the current. Swim sideways toward.
Get out of it.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely got pulled, I think, twice, and it does work. You just gotta.
Oh yeah, 100%. You don't realize how far out you're getting pulled because you can still kind of touch the.
Yes.
In Southern California, you could touch the ground for a while out there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like you're pretty far out. And then you realize, oh, I'm really far out. Oh, there's sharks out here. I should go.
Man, I miss home. But anyway, I don't know where we're going with this. All is to say, Crash Test Dummies, fun toy line. Dan, going through these figures, I know we have one more episode where we'll go through like the rest of them and the bad guys and how it got very weird. But
I'm a little bummed. I'm not going to be on the bad guy one.
On the weird one, yeah. We got a great guest. But if you want to come on that one too, I guess you can.
No, I don't want to be seconds. I don't want to be an afterthought.
Anything you want to say about those then before we?
No, it's cool. It's cool, and they went weird with it. I thought it was completely normal. It was a black guy with like a bar over his head. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, it was like he had
like a gun arm thing. Yeah,
it was really interesting.
I honestly couldn't tell you what the lore was. I just thought he looked cool.
They're like made. Again, I haven't got back. I read about it yet. But yeah, they're like made out of the broken parts of like crash cars and stuff like that. Anyway, Dan, did this change your mind at all about the toy line going through it today?
No. I mean, the main thing is, like I said, just how shocking it was. The idea of just the two characters and the car, even the crash test lab and stuff, you're like, okay, that's all pretty derivative of the PSAs and the commercials themselves. You almost feel like that's something that could have been given out. You know, like the government could have gotten behind it. The PSA could have been responsible. It's like Dare, you know, where there's actual funding behind this. Get that educational message out there. But then when you start putting the baby out there and the dog and the cat, you're like, I don't know. Something's weird here. This is just I feel like we crossed a line, and this is like PG-13 now. Like we need to only sell this to certain people.
Were there other like educational toys like that? Like G.I. Joe had the drug elimination force.
Yeah, I mean there was the whole Eco Warriors and all the you know. I mean Captain Planet might as well. It was just a
That's
PS.
true. Captain Planet, the whole thing. Yeah.
I feel like Zen Intergalactic Ninja had like a whole eco.
Oh, I don't know. That was a little too niche.
That's so short-lived, that toy line.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Again, in the 90s, man, we tried. We tried to make the world a better place. We saw how that turned out. Okay, before we close out, though, gotta check in on the original retail price.
Oh, right.
3 for $10.
I've seen those clearance prices.
That's all I've ever seen them as.
That was KB Toys, 3 for $10.
What do we think the figures
$5? It can't be more than $5.
$3.99.
Well, Price is Right rules. Mike is closer, $4.99 to $7.99. But Dan, you're pretty much on $5.
Sure.
$5. Yeah. All right. Crash car. Any of the crash cars retail price?
15.
15. What do you say, Mike?
$16.99.
Mike's closer, $19.99.
I almost said 20. You still would have won.
Yeah, I would. All right. Crash Cycle. Any of the Dan wins $9.99.
Oh man.
So there you go. There's
You
some
win
price.
this one, Larson.
Oh man. All right. Well, there you go. There's Crash Dummies, Crash Test. I guess they're not Crash Test Dummies. There's Incredible Crash
Incredible
Dummies Test.
The Crashies.
The Crashies. Oh man. Well, Mike, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. What's going on in your world outside of the announced or unannounced Secret Galaxy live streams? Anything interesting on your channel?
Really, I mean, I've got my Black Series Cantina. We just
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We had like 2 episodes ago, we had Bailey Wheatland, who is a sculptor for the line. He sculpted like the Anakin and Obi-Wan set. That was pretty cool having him on.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Your room's looking really nice, by the way. I really like it.
Yeah, I kind of hate it now, but
what would you do?
It's never done. It's not. Well, I would hang more shelves and stuff. Like I just hung a TV, and then I also kind of hate the color. But now, if I get it painted, I have to pull everything down and pull everything from the walls. So I guess I'm just gonna live with the blue.
Well, is the paint blue or is just the lighting blue?
The paint is also blue.
Oh, yeah.
It was a blue room when I got it, and I didn't. My wife's like, "We should paint it. We should paint it." I'm like, I don't want to wait to paint. I have to get my room up and going. And now that it's up, I'm like, I kind of wish that because it's not even that the color isn't great. It's like all the stuff from the previous owner, like marks on the walls and
stuff. Yeah. See, the whole house that they renovated is like millennial gray, but what's nice is then whatever lights you have, you can kind of make it whatever color you want. It just
that is nice. We really should paint our whole house. My wife went crazy with paint swatches and painting little sections. So every wall in our house has like 4 different shades of white on it, which is great. It feels homey. I like it.
Oh goodness. All right, well, I think that's a good place to close it out for this episode. We'll be back next week to close out the Crash Dummies. Mike, it's always a pleasure having you here, whether you're filling in for one of the main hosts or here as a regular guest. And next time it'll be the 5 Timers Club. We'll have your jacket ready.
I can't wait.
All right, we will see you all next time. Hasta luego and goodbye.
Later.